Good afternoon to each and every one of you. Welcome to our international podcast, guys. Welcome to our international podcast. Below the belt, Isabella Butchers, we see you there. Magnell Barrow says it's rainy in Brooklyn. Good to see you, Edward Gonzalez, round the corner in the Bronx. Good to have you, Ingrid Carter, Jenny's Booker. Guys, do let us know if you're hearing us loud and clear. Technicians, sign in your time. Put on your bag and so on. Let us know if you're hearing us loud and clear. All systems are go at this side of the Atlantic. We hope that you guys are well. Good to see you guys. We don't want to waste time. We want to hear from you today. I've been talking all week. I'm tired. We want to hear from you folks. We want to hear from you. What is of concern to you today? What is concerning you? What in your mind? We want to know. We want to know what's on your mind. Please do tell us. 627-6963. That's the number. And you're going to send us those voice notes. You know, it's more efficient for us that way because usually when people actually call, other people keep calling at the same time. The calls get bounced off. The volume goes up and down. It's a little difficult to control in that way. Send us those voice notes. We want to hear from you. Ingrid Carter, Myrna still beside listening, but I want to listen to Myrna, so I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. Suzanne Jacobs, Annette Nichols. Good to have you there. Annette, Sandra, good luck is here as well. When you got a name like good luck, all things is up. Everything is up. Annette Nichols, good to have you. Annette says loud and clear. She signed on. Technician has signed on. Loud and clear. Annette says she is hearing us loud and clear. And we're happy about that. We are happy about that. We're happy about that. All right. Let me see. Loud and clear. Loud and clear. Good to have you. Guys, we want to hear from you. We want to hear from you. Send those voice notes. Isabella Butters, I can hear from you today. It's today the day. Crystal Simon, good to see you. Good to have you here. And thanks for letting us know loud and clear. Crystal, where are you located? Tell us where we might find you. Generally, we want the exact address. I want to tell people to turn up by your house for lunch. Right? But give us a general sense where we may find you. Give us a general sense where we may find you. Please. And thank you. All right. All righty. Good afternoon. You are live on air. Do you intend to be live on air?
Hi, good day, sir.
Good day. You are live on air. You intend to be live? You want to be live?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask a few questions and also, share my points of view and issues.
Go right ahead. And this is why we
Yeah,
say
so
send a voice note because somebody else is trying to call in at the same time. Go right ahead.
yeah, all right. So, what was the position with the opposition with regards to the house registration? Are we still going to push for the GCOM to have a new list?
That is the official position. That is the official position. Nothing less than a new list will do.
Yeah, but I'm not seeing folks in front of GCOM. I'm not seeing nothing happening.
Well, it is what it is, my brother. It is what it is. But I'm telling you this: protest is not the only thing that is happening at the moment, right? Protest. I
Yeah,
understand how you feel, and every Tuesday we're out in front of GCOM. Every Tuesday. I don't know
every
if you've been.
Tuesday.
Yeah, I don't know if you've been a part of that. Every Tuesday. It's not every day, right? But in addition to that, there are other things that are being done, right? But every
Yeah,
Tuesday, the folks are down there in front of GCOM.
yeah. The issues that what I find is that a lot of people don't like the idea of going to do the demonstration because the media work now they see your face and then if you work as a public servant then you're looking thin.
Very much so.
The other thing is also what I've noticed a lot of people are not aware of it. Every decision that this government made it is more political. It is nothing to benefit every citizen. It's all about politics. Every decision. All right.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
That's
I
my
hear you.
take. And before I go, the issue on the border with these houses at 5 million.
What are your
Um,
thoughts there?
so you know, watch. Let us don't run away from the idea that the idea of doing low income houses. It's a brilliant idea.
Hmm.
Folks can get to own their own houses or
Hmm.
whatever.
Hmm.
But the cost attached, the structure, and all that have a lot of questions behind it. I saw Mr. Jerry, is promoting, the sales of these buildings and all of that,
Hmm.
and makes me ask the question, well, what is in it for him?
Yeah, yeah,
Is
yeah,
he related to the contractor?
yeah,
Is he
yeah,
the supplier of any material or
yeah,
whatever?
yeah,
All right, 5 million.
yeah.
Most of that money goes to the contractor and friends and family of the government. But anyway, there's so much to say. I'm sure that other people have something to say. So
I
I'm
hear you.
stepping out now for my lunch, man.
All right, all right. Thank you so much for coming through. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
good, bro. Take it easy.
Thank you so much. Folks, every Tuesday we're out there in front of GCOM. Naomi, I saw that comment. Don't think I didn't see it. Naomi Drucker, I saw that comment. Every Tuesday we're out there in front of GCOM. We want to hear from you, folks. We want to hear from you. We want to see some of y'all too on the ground. We want to hear from you guys. We want to see you guys on the ground as well.
Good afternoon, Sharad. My concern today is those sweatbox homes they are building. What the PPP is doing is building ghettos in Guyana. The term ghetto is a derogatory term for a neighborhood characterized by low property value and very little public or private investment. We have to name and shame these politicians. Look at Skeldon Estate. That project I would like to call Deadwood after you know what. And those sweatbox homes that they're building in the ghetto, I call that Jerryville. What we are doing on social media is destroying the image of the PPP, and this is why they're lashing out at home. They are now buying influence in they cannot deal with. Yeah, continuing. They cannot deal with social media. Let's keep the pressure up on all fronts. Forward ever, backward never.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. William Sweatbox Holmes. Deadwood. Yep, William. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We needed that to wake us up. Sweatbox Holmes. Sweatbox Home and Deadwood. And Deadwood. All right. You are live on our program. Do you intend to be live before you start talking on your story?
Blessed good day, brother Sherrod.
Ricardo, you
Blessed
are
good day.
live on our program, right? You are live on air.
Blessed good day. Blessed good day, brother.
All right. Go right
Yeah.
ahead.
You what I notice with those sweat box as the caller just state. These people, this government, they're very shameful. They ain't got no shame. Them ain't got no IQ in nothing. They naturally want to see people living in an impoverished state and them thing. Because look at the place. First thing is a lot. They look how close them houses there to one another. You ain't got no kind of privacy there. This beer problem number one with neighbors and all kind of thing, and the looking out for people. Then it's not a place that carry that it got like a playground. You're opening this. I think it's boys how much house to put there 500 or whatsoever. No playground, and then the children them get exposed to all kind of lawlessness and them thing. And brother Sherrod, in the early days, even self is a squatting area. I think people got a little playground where they could play the little cricket and play the little football
Mm-hmm,
and them
mm-hmm,
kind of you
mm-hmm.
know. Another thing I want to know how best we could able to tag Mayor Motley or the people them that they're in Barbados were listening. If they could get it on to share let you know that on behalf of the Guyanese people that has been marginalized and disrespected and all kind of thing by your big brother, we want to tell you thanks. Thanks for the support. We should give your big brother. We getting the people that look like she getting the results or the support that she gives your big brother. And I hope she enjoy the perks that go with it. The support we should support your big brother. Your big evil brother.
Yeah, yeah.
I hope that you enjoy it and think. But it's just time with these people. So what I notice here right, is that the pushing and the pushing and the pushing people and people gonna tip over and people can't take it no more.
I hear you. We hear
People
you. We hear you.
real because these people they must stop it. I don't know for what reason and them thing where they hate how the way they hate come from that the revenge got to be so toxic. But them and mean for finish and the sheltering under the umbrella of development. But the development for develop, you're targeting one brand of people, and then nobody shouldn't say nothing. Nobody shouldn't say anything because you're using development as you play card. But one brand of people getting target, you're putting on the bread line, you're making them uncomfortable and all kind of thing.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Ricardo. Yeah.
yeah. Look what they do with the people in Moko. Them and done. They knock off one with the thing. But it's just time. Thanks, my brother.
All right. All right. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for sharing your thoughts with us. All right, folks. You heard it. You heard it there. You heard it there. You heard it there. That's what's going down. That is what's going down, folks. You heard it there. You heard it there. All right. Keep those voice notes coming, folks. We want to hear from you. Keep them coming. We want to hear from you, good folks. We want to hear from you. We want to hear from you. You are live on air. You intend to be live? If not, you got to call me later on. You are live on air. You intend to be live on air? If not, you're going to call me later on.
Hello?
You. Yep. Yeah. I don't want to get folks in trouble, so I want them to know. I just don't want to assume everybody knows we're live on air and is calling for that purpose.
Yeah, good afternoon, Sherrod. I
Uh-huh.
am glad that you finally returned to the calling program on Friday about the protest. Well, at least I'm out there.
Yeah.
And if that man was looking, he would have seen that the faithful few are always there.
Well, Rhonda, they want
And
to say
this
so.
Tuesday, we had a treat of lovely chicken foot sauce on the protest. So we're moving along. Anyway, about those houses, people gotta understand Guyana is 83,000 square miles, and what did I say? To 700 and something thousand persons. And each person could get a proper house lot. A proper, when I say a proper house lot, something like about 40 feet. And the least you could give them is about 120 feet in length. Those should be the size of a house lot. Where they put those septic tanks close to people, you don't know what will be the effect later. And if people buy that, it's best it remain in Tiger Bay and those places like Tiger Bay because they are in a Tiger Bay situation. The next thing, I would like to know if the government, the installed regime, people got to remember that they are installed and fraudulent regime. Call them by their titles. They like title. In front is doctor. The government that they're running, its title is fraudulent installed regime government. Yes, call them by that. I don't know why the fraudulent head of state always got to be pillowed or cushioned by somebody. You know, like when you put a baby to sit down and you're prepping it up, you put about 4 pillows, 2 to the side, 1 to the back, and 1 to the front. That is the way the installed president is. Everywhere he goes, he always got to walk with some cushioning. Why now he got to carry come? He got to work with 2 ambassadors from the A and the B country. I am glad they are making themselves useful because I know that every move that the install thing making, one day they're going to call the checkmate and they're going to be over. I am praying for that checkmate. The last thing is about the cars that are coming into Guyana. I understand there is a recall of so many thousand cars, the electric cars. I wonder if any has come to Guyana. And if any meet to Guyana, if those cars are in the recall too. Bye bye.
Yep, yep, yep. You heard it there, folks. You heard it there. The one and only Rhonda Lane, the one and only. And we're gonna keep it going. We want to hear from you guys, though. So keep it going, folks. Keep it going.
Sure, good afternoon.
Good
My concern
afternoon.
this afternoon is the church that is near to the Denver Harbor Bridge.
Mm-hmm.
How can a pastor or priest would allow those things to happen without informing the members? It's not the pastor that make up the church, it's the members that make up the church. And if they got do some construction there, they're supposed to inform the members. If it was me, that would have been the last Sunday I would have been going there because if the pastor doesn't console or inform the members what is going on, he's no pastor for me.
All right, we hear you there. We hear you there. And that is what we heard too. The parishioners there, the parishioners don't know what's happening. The government seems to have just come down and taken in the land. I know that's prime real estate, and some of them would salivate over a piece of property like that. Would be salivating over that, right? Would be salivating over that. So let's watch and see how it goes. Let's watch and see how it goes, and we can do our own investigating behind the scenes and get to the bottom of that, right? Our own investigating behind the scenes, and we're gonna get to the bottom of that.
Good afternoon, Sharon and
Good
listeners.
afternoon. Talk to
There's so
us.
much to talk about, but
Take
I
your time.
want
Take your
to
time.
zoom in on a couple of things. I haven't been I have been very much taken up with my job, so I'm just seeing glimpses of stuff. The first one I want to talk about is the manner in which the PPP continues to insult the intelligence of our people. Now, firstly, I saw this thing about with a photograph, of children posing up with a car. You mean in the interests of the Guyanese education system and the fact that it's matrimony time, that those teachers could not have found a historical site to take those children to? You know, I've said before on your platform that the result of what we're seeing today in terms of violence and thievery is because of that no child left behind mantra. Now we're seeing it again, and it's more blatant this time in the sense that we're talking about racing cars. Some people will defend it and talk about sports. But I mean, come on, it's matrimony time when we became a republic. So it would have, for me, it would have been more viable to take those children to an educational site. Because if you ask the average Guyanese child about things historical, where Guyana is concerned, I'm speaking about the young ones now, they have no clue, they have no idea of what is happening. So that's one of the first things I will talk about. The second thing I will talk about in terms of insulting our intelligence is what is it? What is this government saying to the people of Guyana when you're going to block journalists, Guyanese journalists who have a right to be there from your sessions with your expo? What are you telling the world that we done? Like how the PPP supporters like to deem us? We're not dunces. We can see clearly through that something is happening that is not supposed to be happening. So I have a problem with that too. Now, you're labeling us again when you speak about terrorists. And since we're on this subject, where is the response for the persons who were chopped and assaulted in Bath settlement? I don't see anything coming out of that. I didn't hear them talking anything about terrorism. That is terrorism.
Yeah. That's an important point. That's an important point. I know since they went back to charge those folks, they can go back. You know, it's a year. And now they're bringing those charges so they can go back. All right. I have a brother on the line who got some information to share with us. Talk to us. Talk to us, my brother. What's happening?
Yes, good afternoon, Sherrod.
A very good afternoon.
I just wanted to highlight my situation so that the world can hear.
Great to have.
I have a very heavy grievance here. Presently, I'm out of a job. I'm not working. I have no source of income.
How long and how soon?
For the past 6 years, I've been working at the official residence of the Prime Minister as as a personal assistant, let's say handyman. Most of the things that has to be done in the house and around the yard, right?
At the office
in the compound,
at the residence of the Prime Minister.
Yes, beautifying it, having it to a good standard. Sherrod, I worked there since in PM Nagamutu time. If I would tell you, Sherrod, or the public, I spent so many hours. At one time, I worked from 6 in the morning until 7 in the afternoon. When I got there, when we first went in there, that place was a mess, like a jungle. That Samoans leave it. They used to have bee nests in that building. Bee nests.
Wow.
Africanized bee in the yard also. The land was like potholes. We had to have loads of sand and mud to build up that land. You understand? PM Nagamutu contracted the Chinese to build a pool at the back there. You understand? And it is so heartrending that my contract had been renewed. And I wasn't feeling too well at one time. I reported it to them. And next thing you know, I informed them. And next thing you know, they withdraw my contract and said that I'm no longer gainfully employed with the office of the Prime Minister, which oversee all the workers at the official residence of the Prime Minister. So I then went and asked them, what is it that I did wrong? I asked the office, I asked everybody. There can be no explanation why they fired me. This is very hard on me. And because Sherrod, you know me personally. And I dedicate myself towards the happiness and prosperity of Guyana. And this is no joke. People say it, but I do it. You understand? You can remember the days in which I spent out of my own pocket money to defend the sovereignty of Guyana. I protested in front of the Venezuelan embassy for hours and months. Out of my own pocket, nobody, just myself. And today, this is my reward from the state of the Republic of Guyana. You understand what I'm saying? And I can't see nobody saying anything to me. They haven't paid me my gratuity or anything. They just pay me a month's salary and give me the boots.
Wow. Wicked stinking dirty. That's what
you understand?
Yeah. Yep. We hear you. Another brother in the breadline. Hold it up, my brother.
Thank you very much, sir.
Ahead. Great. Thanks for coming through.
All right.
Right. Yeah. Folks, we want to hear from you. We are hearing that there is protests happening as we speak, folks. In Suriname, there is protests happening as we speak. As we speak in Suriname. I told it was coming. Had my ear to the ground. Why you all know that? Had my ear to the ground in Suriname. And I'm seeing some video protests as we speak. Let me see if I can pull in some of that. As we speak in Suriname. Yep. That's what's going down. I can see that. A lot of protests. Folks, send those voice notes for us. 627-6963. We want to hear from you. The people are protesting the high cost of living. Santoki got trouble on his hands. Santoki has some trouble on his hands. All right, we're seeing some footage, but no audio. A lot of folks there. A lot of folks there. We're going to take this down. A lot of folks here. Folks, we want to hear from you. We want to hear from you. 627-6963. 627-6963. All right. And if you're hearing my audio a little off, we're going to try to rectify that. Our apologies. Right? Our apologies. If the audio sounds a little distorted, our apologies. Thanks for those folks who are looking out for us. Thank you. Bantu King and the others looking out for us. Thank you so much. Thank you, folks, so much. We're going to pull it, try to see if we can do our bit at the back end. If we can. All right. We want to hear from you, folks. 627-6963. 627-6963. All right. Give us a second. All right. 627-6963. You are live. Good afternoon. 627-6963. You are live. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Duncan.
Good afternoon. You're live on our podcast, Below the Belt. Go right ahead.
Yes, I am calling from Linden.
Tell us what's happening.
Yes, I am an ex-worker of Rusal Backside Company. Right? Now, I start working at Oraima from 1991, the 14th of January, until this government bring the company to a halt about 2 years ago. Right? Now listen, I work with Reynolds. Reynolds and Arco had some problem. Arco did a hostile takeover from Reynolds. Arco worked the company for about 4 or nearly 5 years. The Guyana government, they sold over the company to Guyana government at the then time was the PVP government. Right? They sold it over for $1 because they missed back the money, I presume. The Guyana government run the company for about 4 years. They take it over and run it for about 4 years. But within that time, the Prime Minister, Mr. Sarmine, went up there, had a meeting with us, and told us that ARCO needs $8 million to pay us off our severance pay. But if they pay us off, the company would have to close because the government cannot run the company because they don't have money. And we would automatically be shareholders of the company. Right? To this date, we have not received a cent from the PPP administration for the time that they run the company and hand it over to Rusal Backside Company. Rusal Backside Company run it for about 14 to 15 years, right? When they closed up. Up to then, they have not paid us our money, the PPP government. Within the time the PPP government was running the Backside Company, they gave us a thing at the 4 to 5% increase. And that was done, right? So I want the world to know what the government did for us
Thank you so
at,
much. All right. We're getting a slight feedback. Thank you so much for coming. We get a slight feedback on that call. Apologies there. Apologies there. A slight. All right. All right. What happened now? Oh, folks, we're trying to get our bearings. Apologies. Don't know what's causing that feedback, but we're going to get it started in a second. All right. We're here. Don't know what's giving us the feedback. No. All righty. We're trying a different audio. I hope we're not going to get that feedback. We're trying a different audio. All right. So can you guys hear us? Let us know if you're hearing us minus the. Let us know if you're hearing us minus the echo. Our apologies. Let us know if you're hearing us minus the echo. We're just trying a different audio. We've been tinkering to give you a good sound and now we're getting a terrible feeling. Our apologies there. Let us know if you're hearing us minus the audio. Let us know, good folks. We still here. We still here. Let us know if you're hearing us minus the audio, minus that echo. And we are pushing on to program time, guys. You know, it's always gonna be something to spoil the baby party. All right. Let us know if you're hearing the echo. I can't hear myself back. That's the trouble too now. We can't hear ourselves back. Let's see if we have a workaround. All right, so let's see if we were able to solve that. We're still here. it's, it's just always something. Apparently not. Guys, we're going to have to leave it here because we're having a terrible feedback at this side. We're having a terrible feedback at this end, so we're going to have to leave it here.